There's black cells. Last time, yeah, flashback. And OBS is missing. Oh, miss again. With the thread.
I think there's oil inside.
Really? What gives you that idea? Which is.
The door is completely warped.
Remember that was his cousin. Okay. Monday to Saturday they have stew. Oh wait, they have stew with spam. Is that all they eat? All they eat is stew. What the? Oops. Yeah, through that door. I don't think we have it. I don't think we have a key for it. Do we have a key? Oh. Wow. How warm and cozy it is. Like a horror film. Fish.
Oh my god. No. No, that can't be true. Ashes everywhere, and this... This is Fiona's handkerchief.
Oh no.
No, this can't be true. Who would do such an awful thing to a little girl?
We have to find out the truth then. Diary pages. Again, I can't read that, but if you want, you can look at it. Oh. There's a rod. Get your foot off the rod, you come on. Come on. Yeah.
The musket's ramrod.
Musket ramrod. Hook.
A long stick with a hook on its end.
How about we carry that in our back pocket? Wait, what's this? What's this? Yes.
Part of a ship's plan.
Okay. Coal shovel.
Quite heavy. It looks like Fiona's. If only I knew what happened to her. A lot of screws. It gets the coals to the oven.
Can we use this on the thing?
I can't fish the hot coals out of the oven with this. It seems to be connected to the boiler.
Can we use it? Okay.
That's really not what a bed warmer's for.
I forgot earlier. Let's... OBS. What are you doing to my mice? There we go.
The inscription on the crate is illegible.
Let's go to the mess hall. You're using around the musket
This
rod?
doesn't really look like a musket.
The bow hook?
Using the boat hook and some force, I should be able to unhinge the door. Good, that worked.
Let's go in.
The room where Fiona was imprisoned. It really exists. What on earth is happening here?
A lot of things. There's morphine.
This will help Lex to get back on his feet.
She just grab him dead air. Oh.
There's a hole in the speaking tube. This is where Fiona escaped her prison. Now it's flooded with water.
Looks like these people did horrible things to children. I guess that's what my uncle's ships is. I wonder if I can use some pump.
This doesn't really look like a musket. The hook from the crane. It fell into the water. This doesn't really look like a musket. Damn. Very short, small metal pin just broke. It was holding the pump arm in place. But if I could find something that's roughly the same size and shape, then I might be able to fix it.
On the musket work?
This doesn't really look like a musket. This doesn't really look like a musket. This doesn't really look like a musket.
Really?
This doesn't really look like a musket.
Oh my god.
These kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. Somehow that doesn't seem to fit together.
What the? Oh no. Looks like it's gas. Because that missing thing wasn't there. Let's go back to Lex.
Oh my god, that's blood.
Lex?
Lex? Lex!
The ship is filling up with some kind of mist. Can't be good.
Oh no, Lex, wait! I've got to help him. The door's blocked. I can't get into the room this way. But wasn't there another door close to the mess hall? I think that I should take a look around.
Let's do that. So what was Lex doing in Canton? What happened before he got into his cabin?
My god. Fresh blood. It must be from Lex. I have to find him before he bleeds to death.
That's true. Don't think this. No. We need to get to the mess hall. But first, let's go to the clock of hell.
The cogwheel won't hold like that. I'll need screws to fix it into place. I can't get the clock to work again with the screws alone. I think that I can use the cogwheel again. I could put it in the right place. The clock should be complete again now. Let's see if I can wind it up. A big clock face. The craftsman must have assembled it by himself.
Okay. Good detail graphics.
Now the clock is wound up. I can hear it tick. This doesn't really look like a musket. This doesn't really look like a musket. Nothing to dig here. Nothing to dig here. Figurine wears a captain's hat, so no doubt it's the captain. And it's got to signify something that he's emerging from the gates of hell. This figure could depict the captain. He looks authoritative.
Let's... excuse me. Let's leave it overnight. Oh, this ship is filled up with something. And I don't like it.
I'd better not walk through all that hot steam. But if I'm not mistaken, then this door leads to the same room that I could see from the other side of the ship, opposite the doctor's cabin.
So I'm just munching or something.
I'll assemble it. Just pieces of a map. Just pieces of a map. The ship's map is complete.
Alright, let's have a look. Do we not look?
The ship's map is complete.
Alright. This is the crane. And it goes from here. I think like 3 goes back. We're here. This is where we are. This is the front of the ship. Pipes are going somewhere. I guess that's the captain's cabin or my leg is going to die. This is the... That's the bowler thing. I'm just so... figure out there.
Thieves are not welcome here. This doesn't really look like a musket.
Mm. Oof. Ah. Uh. I don't do something.
If I want to use the smoldering coal, I better get a move on. I'll put the coals in. Nothing here that I need to insulate.
It'll be cold once we get out.
What would I do with the coals there?
Hmm. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Mm, no, wait. Just realized we need to plug the pipe. There's some. I think there is.
The hull is filled with water. The bed warmer doesn't focus the heat into the soldered area well enough. I need something that's long. What would I do with the coals there? What would I do with the coals there? The bed warmer doesn't focus the heat into the soldered area well enough. I need something that's long and thin to focus the heat on just one spot. This doesn't really look like a musket. The ramrod from the musket is red hot. Now that it's stuck into the hot coal, it'll stay hot for quite a while. I could melt the solder joint with the hot ramrod, but it's too hot to hold. I can use the insulating material to hold the red hot ramrod that's heating up in the bed warmer. It's working. Now the steam is coming out here instead of upstairs.
Old school. I should assume know this. I've done this before, but it's been a long time. Like a year or two. I suppose it's in the stairs, the carriage. Focus it.
Hey, Lex, it's me.
Damn it, Lex.
Have you gone insane?
And I missed. It's still talking.
You're out of your mind.
Everything is blurry. I can hardly see anything. I feel weak. In pain. I could really do with some medicine right now.
I found some morphine. It should help a bit.
Ah, great. Hand it over. That stuff really helps.
Do you understand me again?
Well, I still can't stand you. But the thing with the understanding seems to be working again.
I take it that you were confused when you shot at me.
Let's just say that I see things in a different light now.
Enough with the wisecracks. I need to tell you something.
Is that so?
Maybe it was just a dream. Or my imagination. I saw a girl. Fiona. She was on this ship, as a prisoner.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's as if I was on the ship in some other time. Perhaps it's still to happen. I don't know.
That does sound rather crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I can't explain it.
Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean?
Before I lost my senses, I was able to decipher some of the logbook's content.
What does
The
it say?
Portuguese part. And I found out something rather interesting. This ship transported not only normal freight, they've made some modifications and turned the hold into some kind of distillery.
Some kind of what?
You can produce alcohol with it. I've read something about ethanol, and I think that we're on board a smuggler ship.
Yes. My vision was about smugglers too.
Anna, what I mean by this is that there are probably lots of barrels down there that are filled to the brim with volatile liquid, and they are responsible for completely clouding your senses.
No. This vision felt completely real. I can hardly describe it. I've never experienced something like that.
I can't deny that this ship is creepy, but ghosts? I don't know.
I don't think they were visions. I think they were more like a flashback.
I think that the girl is the key to what's happening here. I think that I need to help her. I think that if I don't, that something terrible is gonna happen to her.
Just listen to yourself. You're not making any sense.
I found her ashes down in the machine room in front of a huge oven. If only I knew who she is or what's happened to her.
Well, there's one thing I know for sure, and that is what will happen to us if we don't get a move on and get out of here. This ship, it's got eyes and ears. It's whispering, and it's going to be our grave.
It's everyone's.
How did you manage to get here in your condition? Why didn't you stay in the captain's cabin?
What? Oh, of course. I found the key, and since you were gone for so long, I started to worry about you. I wanted to see if you might need some help. When I came in here, I tripped. I must have lost consciousness for a bit. Anyway, when I woke up, I saw the wardrobe lying there, and I was too weak to move it.
What can we do?
If what I read is true, then we need to get off this cursed ship as fast as possible. If ethanol leaks from the hold, it might kill us and we won't even notice. Or the ethanol catches fire, which would get us just as killed. We need to get off this ship. But to do that, we first have to find out where the hell we are. It's time that we uncovered a couple of this ship's dark secrets, don't you think?
But how? What should we do?
You don't know much about navigation, but I do. You need to become my eyes, ears, and hands. See if you can fix the position and get us back on course. Before we leave the ship, it's essential that we know which direction to take. Otherwise, we'll be lost in open sea.
But I'm a reporter, not a sailor.
There's no better time to become one.
Those weird souvenirs in here. What's this?
Did you find out anything?
I need to go.
Let's use this.
There's a letter in the casket. Let's see. There's a picture of a key on it.
Blah, 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 blah. Love it. Looks like it. His diary. Guitar.
The guitar's been lying here for a while. The dampness has really damaged it. Their owner had a wide range of interests. Fiction, flora, and fauna of the southern seas, music.
Oh, guys, we can take a look. Banana box.
It's filled with butterflies and other insects.
Toy box.
These trophies appear to originate from all the different places that the ship has docked at, and there's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it. It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38.75.
Okay, we got to the expo. We need to go somewhere. Oh. Where do we need to go? Oh, wait. We need to... excuse me. We need to go back to the captain's cabin. Mist. Must be from the alcohol. Man-made alcohol. Where are you going, Nana? Cabin's cabin. Oh, that's just the clock. We're tired. Alright, sorry if it takes me longer. We got a new puppy named Toby. Come on. Smoke the glass. And eight.
Throwing the log out without tracking the time won't help me much.
She's on a box. It's funny when games glitch. This
Is it the craftsman who built this clock? Might be. After all, he has a pocket watch in his hands.
Evans key.
It's not ticking. Let me wind it up. A pocket watch. It probably doesn't show the right time, but it's still working. So I can use it for other things.
Time the min. The time. I know what to do. Come on, Anna. Move those legs of yours. Oops. Max is bleeding, right? Hold on. Sorry about that.
Good. At least now we know how many knots the ship is going at.
What the?
I should get back to Lex as quickly as possible.
That was so weird. Wasn't that, what was his name? Caesar? Was that not Caesar behind us? Come on. Oh, these ethos. Lex.
Did you find out anything?
I
Damn
need
it.
to go.
Um. Oh, I think I missed something.
These animals look like they come from remote, faraway lands. Maybe the occupant of this cabin was a hunter, and there's a little note attached. Something's written on it.
Wait, I know what to do.
An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized. Did the occupant of this cabin hunt down these animals? Here's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it.
Lockpick.
I've never picked a lock before.
Always the first time for everything, Anna.
A nicely carpentered, solid wardrobe. The owner was obviously concerned that someone would open it. It's an eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. A stuffed lizard on a branch.
Candle.
I think that the ship is lit well enough now.
Candle.
I think that the ship is lit well enough now.
What's with that?
An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies.
Hmm. Got through it. Um.
I've cracked the lock on the map table. Oh, a sea chart. Could come in
Yay.
useful. And there's a note stuck to the chart. I could enter the coordinates on the chart. It's better to use the coordinates on a sea chart. I could enter the coordinates on the chart. Well, it's just some coordinates. The map is glued tight to the table. I would only destroy it if I try to get it off, but I can use the map here. The sea chart is sure to come in handy in combination with the route book. It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38.75.
27.75, okay. It's 27. Yes. Alright. It's gonna take a while. Alright, that's 38. Here's 37.
It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38.75.
Right. Here's 27. 38. that's what I'm
I should take a look at the route book before I start scribbling on this map.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited. If only I had clues about where this ship has been to, then I could use this sea chart to identify the 5 places.
Right. This is sexton.
I've seen how this is used once.
Very cute.
It's too foggy. There's no way I could use the sextant to determine our position.
Oh,
Hey, what's that?
there you go.
A seagull! There must be land ahead.
I think. Um. Basically, I should choose one which shows up at airport. 5 places. Where you going? 4. April. Um. Oh, let's go back to the cabin. I think I missed a ship here.
I think I'm on the right track. Next, I should...
There is no more right track.
What was that? Lex?
I was drinking something. My bad. Why did I just click on the picture frame? I have missed
I've never seen butterflies like these before. They must come from far away. But where exactly? Here's a note attached. Something's written on it.
4.
It's filled with butterflies and other insects.
I think that's 5. Excuse me.
Their owner had a wide range of interests. Fiction, flora, and fauna of the southern seas, music.
Drawer. What's in the drawer? Nothing. Music. Oh.
Rust and condensation everywhere. The glass is so scratched and dirty that I can't even look outside.
Hey.
I could enter the coordinates on the chart.
Let's have a look.
Using the C chart, I could determine 5 places that I need for the route book. I just need some clue as to what these coordinates might be. It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38.75. I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map.
Note.
Oh no. The note was stuck so fast to the map that there's nothing left I could use. Wait. There's an impression of the note left on the map. Yes. I can use the picture frame to decipher the mirror image of the note. It's a coordinate. Longitude 25, latitude 37.
25, 37.
Using the C chart, I could determine 5 places that I need for the route book. I just need some clue as to what these
Right,
coordinates might be.
There's 37.
I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. It says, acquired at longitude 27.75, latitude 38. It says, hunted at longitude 28.7. I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. It says, shot at longitude 26, latitude 38.
26, 38.
I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. I should find all 5 coordinates before entering anything on the map. It says, found at longitude 31, latitude 39.
There's 31. Was there no for this one?
I found a city!
Did that.
It says, shot at longitude 26, latitude 38.
26.
I found a city! It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5.
38. Points.
That's not one of the 5 coordinates that It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5.
Okay.
That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. I found a city!
Ah, there we go.
It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5. That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found.
Okay, this should be 28. And that's what, 38?
It says, hunted at longitude 28.78, latitude 38.5.
Hold on. I'm just looking at something. Okay.
I found a city.
Ah.
I found a city. That doesn't get me anywhere.
That?
That's not one of the 5 coordinates that I found. It looks like there were coordinates on the note.
Oh, wait.
A faint reverse. To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited. The 5 marked locations don't join up to give a discernible shipping route. To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited.
B. This. And oops. That and
There actually is a shipping route that links all 5 of these locations. That's the route. That's the route.
ah, I see. So I'm closer here. Alright.
Damn, I can't even budge the steering wheel an inch. Something's wrong. The compass is spinning like crazy. How can that be?
We. They're gonna. I think we're gonna go back to Lex. Might make this the last chapter. Depends on that. Alright, that's more back to Lex.
Did you find out anything?
I've tried to fix our position with a sextant.
Great. Did you succeed?
No, I didn't. It was too foggy. But I'm sure that we're not that far from land.
Then now you should try to change our course. Is there anything else?
I've tried to change our course, but I can't budge the wheel. Not even an inch.
Damn. There must be a way to find out where we are and how fast we're moving. Is there anything else?
I was able to determine the ship's speed using a chip log.
Very good. Now try to find out where we're heading. Is there anything else?
There's a lot of things.
The compass on the bridge. Something's not quite right here.
What's wrong with it?
It's spinning like crazy. I can't determine whether we're heading north, west, south, or east.
At least we know how fast we're going. If only we knew more about the ship's route. Is there anything else?
What the
Yeah.
blazes were you doing in the hallway just now? And how did you get back here so quickly?
What are you talking about? I was here the whole time. My legs feel like they're cemented to the floor.
I found out what route we're on.
That should be sufficient. If it's true what you say, then we're following a sea current. And if there's really land nearby, then we're currently sailing past a very small island. Because the rudder is stuck, we'll be sailing on, out into the open sea for days, maybe weeks. We can only survive if we get off the ship immediately and head for that island.
Of all things, it's the lifeboat blocking the way out. We're trapped in here.
We need to get out somehow, and fast. We need to set that lifeboat afloat.
I saw a crane.
If you can operate it, you can use it to lift away the lifeboat and solve two problems at the same time.
I'll try.
And watch yourself. Here, take this.
The revolver. What am I supposed to do with it? There's no one here apart from the two of us.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
What do you mean?
Take it, just in case. You'll need it more than I will. Do you know how to use it?
I think sometimes it's more important to know when not to use it.
You've got a point there.
Right. Know what's gonna happen. I know what to do. Oh, in games, it's best to have a subtitle on. Just in case. Including when you're... Oops. Including when you're recording. It helps people. Can use this on the pump.
I'm not just gonna shoot off a couple rounds. With no good reason. I'm taking one bullet out. A replacement for the metal bolt. Looks like there's less water underneath the planks now. Still too much water to be able to see anything. The water inside the hatch is definitely diminishing. I think I've completely drained the water. I guess the hook drifted along further. I should check somewhere else.
I think I know where. in there.
Good, the crane's hook. We could lower the lifeboat into the water with it. Wait, what's that? That's the amulet.
Now come on, Fiona. I have your best interest at heart.
It's empty.
He wants to kill
but
you.
It smells like oil. There's a needle behind the glass. It's moved. The room is filled with barrels. I can't reach the liquid inside the barrel like this.
Don't listen to
The
him.
room is filled with barrels. It smells a bit funny. It's blocking the way. There's
Come
a
on,
needle
I know
behind
you're
the
in there.
glass. It's moving. The room is filled with barrels. It smells a bit funny. I can't reach the liquid inside the barrel like this.
You've got to be more clever than him.
The file.
It's too hot to touch.
You should go.
Eek!
Watch out.
The glass broke. A
What
tiny
are you
needle
doing
fell
there?
out.
You will
Come out
suffer
already.
terribly.
The glass is smashed, and the needle fell out. It's blocking the way. The room is filled with barrels. It smells a bit funny.
Speak to me.
I can't reach the
Never.
liquid inside the barrel like this.
I can't even begin to think about all the terrible things that he could do to you.
I'm afraid of the wicked man.
I won't punish you if you come out right now.
He is evil.
The room is filled with barrels. Smell the needle
not
fell
going to
out of
do
this
you any harm.
device. Now there's a hole in the barrel.
I'm going to help you.
And a liquid is coming. I can't reach the liquid inside the barrel like this.
Evil.
Now the can is filled with
Save
this
yourself.
weird liquid.
Fiona, you can't hide forever. Oh, God damn it, you little brat! Just wait until I get my hands on you.
I can go.
My patience is now at an end. I'll get you.
He wants to kill you.
This is
Don't
heavy.
listen to him.
Oh, can I just move back?
Wait, don't run away. Just wait until I get my hands on you.
The room is filled with barrels. It smells.
I'll get you.
You need to defeat him,
Come
or
out
else he's
there
going to
immediately.
sell you.
I can hear you. Now come out of there at last.
Or he's
what was
going
that?
to cut you open.
Come out now, before things get worse. You're done for.
He is evil.
Got you. I'm starting to get fed up with this.
It's dead. And there's a hook pierced through
I
it.
can help you.
I can't open it without a tool. There's nothing to dig here.
He wants to kill you.
No.
There you are.
Don't listen to him.
Just wait until I get my hands on you. I can hear you.
You need to defeat him. Or else he's going to sell you.
You're done for.
That's how I said.
Now come out of there at last. Got you.
Or he's going to cut you open.
It's dead. And there's a hook pierced through it. Now I can reach the piggy's
Come out
head.
now, before things get
It's
worse.
dead. And there's a hook
is
pierced
evil.
through it. Click! Now I can take a look inside the
Starting to get fed
suitcase.
up with this.
Now I can move much more quietly.
Come out there already. I can help you.
I don't know what to do.
Where are you? Come out and show yourself. My patience is now at an end. Where are you? Talk to me.
He wants to kill
Goodbye,
you.
Doctor. Goodbye, forever.
He'll escape. Pull again. You must do it. You're not done yet. Do it. Pull the lever.
This is sad. It's just so sad. Poor little thing. Poor Fiona. How did we get here?
I'm back. The girl, she's safe. I've done it. Oh my god, fire! The whole ship will be ablaze in no time. Lex, I have to help him.
There you are. I thought you died. These vapors, they can completely fog up your senses.
I'm fine. Lex, listen to
I
me.
can barely move. If you hadn't come back.
But I'm here now, Lex. Listen to me, this girl...
Now we know for sure. This ship is cursed. The hook, you got it? Can we move the
Now,
lifeboat?
listen to me for a second.
What?
I've seen the girl again, and saved her.
What are you talking about? Still chasing your fairies? Do you see any ghosts here? Or did the vapors mess with your mind? Get this girl out of your head at last. We're in real danger. Right here, right now.
The ship's burning.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Do you want to kill us both? What do you think? Can we extinguish the fire? If it reaches the barrels of ethanol, everything's going to blow sky high.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't help us any further. I told you, women on board bring bad luck. We need to get out of here, quick. Do you have the hook?
Here it is.
Please, help me. I can't do it on my own.
Fine.
I'm getting closer to the end here.
We need to hurry. Attach the hook so that we can escape. But we need fresh water before we leave. We'll die without it.
The ship. Can we use this?
I'm sure that this fresh water will be helpful. I can't move the crane as long as the cargo is fixed to it.
Lex, here.
I shouldn't waste the fresh water.
Let's get out of here fast.
I've detached the cargo from the crane. I'd better fix the hook to the chain instead of the cargo.
I'm trying to do that.
I've attached the hook to the chain. I should be able to launch the lifeboat now.
Let's get out of here fast. Oh no.
you get some fresh water?
Here you go.
Are you crazy? Now you want to poison me, is that it?
Oh, the sleeping drug that Fiona gave to the sailors. It's one of these bottles.
Sleeping drug? What are you talking about? This is rat poison.
What?
No, I saw what happened. Fiona put it into their food, but the bottle looked somehow different.
We don't have time to find out what you may or may not have seen. It's the fresh water that's important, and we've got it. Let's get to the crane.
Should be left.
Corpses. Oh my god. Dead, twisted bodies. Oh my god.
There are 4 dead.
The whole crew. Apart from the doctor.
They died inside the lifeboat, even before it could be lowered. Hang on a minute. What did you say about your vision? About the rat poison?
Fiona. No way, she didn't.
She poisoned these men. That's why they never made it off the ship.
No, Fiona just tranquilized them. With the sleeping drug.
That wasn't a sleeping drug. She killed them all. In your visions, you saw a murderer.
But I saved her. From the doctor. He intended to burn her alive.
Enough of this. Open your eyes. The girl killed them. How can you not see this? And she murdered this doctor too. We'll never know for sure if he really was a bad man or not. Maybe he was just on board to care for the girl. And all of this has turned this vessel into a cursed ghost ship.
Her voice is gone. Voice is gone. I don't know what happened there. I have yeah, the voice has to disappear. I have really no idea how that happened. Um, the sound's there, but it's just the voice. It disappeared. She's Fiona. Ruben doesn't exist. It's the ship. The ship is Ruben. Talks to us. The ship has been talking to us ever since we were on it. Ever since they take us. Oh God. Let's get off the ship for good. The two of us. Let's go. I have really no idea what happened before he's but goodbye, Ruben. Whatever. Mary Cascade is gone. Black cells. God. Dora discovered wandering the debris. Through the debris. God. He's a psychiatrist who refers to the care of traumatized children. I think he's like a bastard with Fiona on the ship. Captain of America saying safe with ship to rescue child lost girl find lost at sea. Mystery. I can't speak. Mary Cascade, missing since a year, still on phone's departure. Like, basically, the ship was actually an ghost ship. Because the voice we heard wasn't Ruben, because he doesn't exist. Ruben It's the ship itself. The ship was talking to us to kill these people and the doctor and to escape to a better life. Maybe the ship knew what their intentions were. That their intentions were bad. But who knows? And the voice, when the voices appear there, I really have no doubt that I don't think that has happened to me before. I don't. But these things happen. Anyway, we find out the end. We got the truth. We got Lex and Anna, or Fiona, whatever she wants to be called, out of the ship for good, and now it's at the bottom of the ocean forever, where it can never come back and find us ever again. I think the ship's intention was us to die. Who knows? This is where we end this off, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.